Hi, hello, how are you, Amanda? Makeup hobbyist, enthusiast, whatever. I like makeup. I like playing with makeup. I love new methods, and I've been playing with this new eyeliner method, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it, and I thought it deserved its own tutorial, so this is it, the Tiny But Mighty Wing. And we're going to get into it. I'm using non-sync products, which is why I'm calling myself just a makeup hobbyist enthusiast, because these are my go-tos. These are the key players in this tutorial. Really, it's about these guys. Grab your favorite mascara. I'm going to be using the Babe Lash For Real mascara. I really like it. My other favorite go-to is the Bare Minerals Lashtopia. All right, the two key players are really my eyeliners. I have my Maybelline Tattoo Studio, has that crayon kind of tip. I think it's kind of important to have one for this method. And then I have my Stila Stay All Day. I did link one. It doesn't have the magic wand tip because you really don't want it. And I'm too lazy to return. That's the only reason why I have it. But I did link this in my description. You can get it at Ulta, Sephora. The point of this one is so pointy, but it's also that felt tip. So it's not squirrely like a brush. You want that nice felt tip. So if you're going for a nice drugstore brand and you want a nice dupe, just pay attention to the tip. I believe there's a lash stiletto liner that has a really good felt tip, but you want it to have that point, that super fine point. So you can get this one, or you can go find a good dupe, whatever you want to do. I'm going to get started. For me, the days of lining all the way across have just shortened my eye, closed my eye, and I've been playing with different methods, so I stopped. I'm going to take just a little mirror here. We're going to go in with the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and I am going to waterline just the top. And I'm only going to go 3/4 of the way over. And by doing this, it may transfer, and we're going to let this set because it does set, but I'm not going all the way into the corner here because it will transfer and can get very gunky on that lower lash line. So I only go 3/4 of the way over, and on the outside here, I'm really going to press up and into my lashes on this outer quarter right here. We're not flicking up, we're not making a wing, but it creates a definition between the lashes that makes a difference. You'll see it all works out in the end. I'm going to get the other side. This is something that you can do. Find your way of doing this. Everybody has their way of waterlining, but it does tickle and make your eyes water at first. But like all things, you get used to it and it works out just fine, and now it doesn't water. Okay, that's really it for this brush, but I do think it's a really important step. You want that definition when you look up to see that it's filled in between the lashes. There's little things that just get at me, and I feel like this plays a big part in why I don't eyeline all the way across on the top. Okay, we're gonna go into my Stila Stay All Day. I'm gonna grab that tip, and I'm gonna come to the inside, and I am gonna define the edge of the eye here, okay? And we're only going to where the lashes start. I don't get a lot of lash growth on my inner corner. What this is going to do is, by having it just in this section, it's going to make the lash line look like it extends, but it's also at the end, once my mascara is on, it's going to give that illusion that my eyeliner does go all the way across, but it's leaving that mid-lid nice and open. So I'm going to do that on both sides, and you want to let it fade into that lash line where it starts. It's one of those little things that makes a difference. There's a song that my kids' preschool teacher used to sing, and it's a lot when we all do a little, and I'm telling you, it's a lot when you just do a little, I'm telling you. All right, we're gonna stay with this liner, and we're gonna come about 1/4 of the way in on that lash line, and we're just gonna go straight out. I find looking down helps because pulling your skin taut just gives you a false sense of the shape of your eye, but if you just look down, it does give that tautness to the lid. Okay, but we're gonna go in, and you can do this with a wet eyeshadow as well if you're using a good brush. I would recommend either, this is a Saint brush, this is a multitasker brush, it has a nice little end, or you can use an etch brush by Saint, and they have this nice squared end. Both work really well. Just get them wet and dip into whatever eyeliner if you're really not wanting to use a liquid. But I'm gonna start at the lash line 1/4 of the way in, and I go straight out to the corner of my eye. Then I'm gonna come up, and if you really look, you can see there's this little corner of my eye and then where my lashes start. I'm gonna pull up from there and meet that liner line, and then continue to let this grow. And I prefer to draw the outline of my wing and then I can fill it in. And do this first before really letting your eye settle and rest, so you can get a really good sense of it. But do you see how adding that darkness just on this outer corner can change the shape of my eye? It looks a little more lifted. I'm going to finish this eye to the finish, and you can see the difference of the shape of this eye versus the shape of this eye. I want to build this up just a little bit, but keeping it short is key. I have a bit of a hood out here that, as you can see, it folds over that liner. If I pop this past my fold, when my eye rests, it pulls my whole eye down. So I stay within that fold. So know your eye. Get a mirror and get all up in your biz. A palette like this is a palette too, and it's so great for getting all up in your business. But just get a little mirror compact and get up in your business. And so I'm just going to build this up till I'm happy. And I find that using the tippy tip of this gives you the definition that you need. And you just build and work it up and out until you're happy. But being mindful of where that fold is on your eye, but adding that is just fantastic. Now, if you want to go and buy if you're not a Saint user, go get yourself not a white, but a nude. You could possibly use your concealer. I don't know. I'm going to use my Saint, but I'm taking my edge brush and I'm going to go get a color close to my skin tone, not bright, not white, which is very popular. And I am going to, now that my eyeliner from my waterline has set, I'm going to go in and I'm going to waterline my eye here. And this is going to give the illusion that it's just more open, but it's also not going to be a distraction because it's not that bold pop of white, which I just think, people think that it makes it look like the whites of their eyes are bigger. It doesn't. I mean, it pops right in front of your eye right there. And then I'm just gonna extend this down on the outside of my eye here. Okay? I'm going to go in and I'm gonna switch to this side. I'm gonna take the eyeshadow that I have on, which is a Saint color. It is Bubba. And I'm gonna smoke out the middle of my eye here. I'm not gonna go to this outer corner or this inner corner. It's just gonna go right in the mid. And you see that this is changing the shape. It's giving it some width. Having that gap there makes it look like it's elongated. Having this black on the top makes it look like there's some lift. But because I didn't meet them in the middle, it's not pushing down my eye, which can happen when you eyeline all the way across. I'm gonna go into my mascara now, and I'm going to build up my lashes. So remember how we did the waterline? We're gonna take our mascara and we're gonna build the root. So you're gonna wiggle this wand at the root and then pull up. Wiggle at the root and pull up, and you're gonna do this all the way across. If you nick your lid, leave it, let it dry. But you're just gonna wiggle this at the root, and what this is gonna do is it's gonna build up product and give the illusion of fullness without giving you really gunky lashes by building it all the way to the ends of your lashes. You just wanna build at the root, and it'll give you the fullness look that you want. And then as you're done building it, you flick up. That way it thins out and it's not gunky at the root as well. So you want it to have a nice, natural, effortless look. Just wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull, wiggle, pull. I like this brush because it has a spiky end, so you can get in to those edges in that inside without shoving a whole wand in there. Okay, we're gonna get the lower lash line on this, like so. And then I just flick on the tip because I had some time to get a bit tacky. And then just flicking the tip is gonna build up and out on those lashes. But do you see how my eye, compared to this one, has a length and a lift to it? It's a little bit more open and it's just lovely. That's the best way I can describe it. It's lovely. So I'm gonna just make you skip watching all of that and we're gonna get the good finished look. So we'll be right back. That was easy. I love showing new methods, giving you something to try tomorrow, because making makeup fun again is pretty much the name of my game, because if it's not fun, we're doing it wrong. So give the method a try, see how you like it. I think it's a lovely look and I think it's worth playing with. So get excited, have some fun, let me know how it goes. There are links in my description, and have a great day.